Let's work on the sign up and sign in page UI. So let's create a new folder inside the lib. We will give it name as pages. Inside the pages, we will create a new folder by the name auth. Inside the auth folder, we will create the sign up page, sign up underscore page. We will initialize a form key in order to implement the sign up form. Final underscore form key, global key form state. Then the text rating controller for the text form fields. Email controller, for example, after it we have password, first name, last name, city controller, country controller, and bio controller. We will also initialize file type underscore image file variable, and boolean type underscore is loading with the initial value false. Files is from .io. Return a scaffold widget, app bar, title using the text widget. We will display create account text, and then after the app bar, in the body we will display our sign up form. We will add a single child scroll view with padding from all side 25, child column children widget. First of all, we will display an image. So for that purpose, on inside our project Airbnb clone, we are going to create a new folder by the name assets. Inside the assets, we create a new folder by the name images, and inside the assets we create a new folder by the name fonts. I have provided these 4 images. Download these images and then copy it and paste it inside the images folder. And then I have provided also this font Couture, so download and copy it, paste it inside the fonts folder, and add it inside the pubspec.yml, for example for the images. So we have assets folder. In here we have the images folder /, and then for the fonts, fonts dash family, the font family is Couture, and then the reference to it dash, we have assets folder. In here we have fonts, and the font name is couture.ttf. Now please make sure that you do not give any space forward or backward. Okay, do not give extra spaces. It must follow the same format as you can see. Same goes for the assets, and then when you provide the asset path, pubget. So now we can use the images and the font in our entire app. Now, in order to apply the Couture font by default on our entire app text, we have to apply it from the main.dot using the theme data. So for example, we can say font family, and the family name is Couture, as you can see. So it will be by default applied on any text which you will use in this entire app. Now we want to apply a dark theme for this whole app, so you can say brightness dark. Then you can also apply some extra properties, for example the default color for the text, for the icons, etc. So for that purpose, this theme data, we say dot copy width. So we said text theme theme apply, and inside apply the font family will be Couture, body color white, and the display color will be white. After the text theme, we also set the scaffold background color and the primary color. Then the default colors for the app bar, we say const app bar theme, background color, the foreground color, the icon theme, the title text style. So the default will be white color, font size 20, and font weight will be bold. After the app bar theme, we apply the color scheme dark, surface, primary color, the on primary, secondary, on secondary, on surface. And then after the color scheme, you can also apply the icon theme. So the icon theme, that is for each icon the color will be white. Similarly, you can also apply the default styling for the text fields or text form fields, which simply means the input decoration theme. So we say input decoration theme, the field will be true, field color will be black. That is, each text field will be filled with a color, and that color will be black. Hint style, then the border, outline input border, enable border, focus border, and label style. Now for the border side will be border side color white 70, then the border radius from all side circular 8, then outline input border, and then outline input border for the focused border. So like this we set the enable border and the focus border and the border, outline input border. So this is how you apply default theme and the default color, or you can say default color scheme, for the text icons and for the text fields. Once you do that, now let's complete the sign up page UI. First we display the image, and the image will be according to the screen width 80%. After the image, we display some space. Let's create a new folder inside the lib by the name constants. Inside the constants, we create a new .file by the name app_constants class app constants. So in this class, basically we will initialize all the constants of this app. For example, for now we just add the app name, which is Airbnb clone. So whenever we need the app name, we will just call app name. Now here, text widget, start your journey with the app name. So you know that we have to access it from the apps_constants.app_name. So app constant class name and then the variable name. Apply the text align property which will be at the center, and text style will be font size 26. Then comes the sign up form. So using the form widget, we will implement that. Now as we will have multiple text form fields, so we can implement a reusable text form field which we can then call, for example, for displaying the email field, password, first name, last name up to bio, all these controller using the same code. So for that purpose, inside the lib, I will create a new folder by the name widgets. And inside the widgets folder, we will have our first reusable widget, custom text field. Custom text field. Now this custom text field will receive the following parameters through its constructor. Now for the password field, we have the obscure variable. By default, it has a true value. So for example, in case of password, if it is a password, then obscure will be true. Otherwise, for the other text field like email, name, etc., it will have a false value. So as soon as this widget is called, for example on the init state, we can say obscure. To this we assign the isPassword variable. So if isPassword is true, obscure will be true. If it is false, then it will have a false value. Then we return padding widget from agentsetsymmetric vertical 10 child text form field. The controller will be the controller which we receive here, whether it is email controller, password controller, and we receive it here, we display that here. That is, it is for that specific purpose. Email, password, name, whatever it is. Obscure, it depends on the widget password boolean type variable. If it is true, obscure will be true, else it will be false. Maximum line will be maximum line which we receive for that specific text field as a parameter. Then style, apply on it, and then validator, that is if text is null or if text is empty, then in that case we say please enter, and that specific label which we receive as parameter will display that. Otherwise, else null. Decoration, input decoration, prefix icon which we receive as a parameter. That specific icon we display. For example, for email we will have different icon, for password it will have different icon, and so on for the name and other text field. Similarly, the label, each text field will have its own label which we are receiving here as parameter, and then apply some label style on it. Field color, the field will be true. The border, outline input border radius dot circular 12. Suffix icon we display on the basis of isPassword. So if widget.isPassword, if it is true, then display the icon button, otherwise display nothing. So for example, in case of password, we will have this icon. And that icon will be based on the obscure. So if it is true, we will have this icon, otherwise we will have this icon. Color will be white 70. On pressed, set state obscure equals to the negative value of obscure. So let's say if it is true, it will become false. That is not true, not false, not true, not false, like this. That is when the user keep pressing these icon buttons. So now we can just call it. For example, we can say custom text field, to which we pass the controller. For example, let's say first we want to display the email text field. The label for it will be email, and the icon.email, and it is not a password field, so we will pass the value to it is password. So we can say is password false. It is not a password field. Then we do it for the password, first name, last name, city, and country. And then the last one is for the bio. After this form, we display some space and then a button. Now this will be an icon button where we are going to allow the user to pick an image from the gallery as their profile image. It will be based on the image file. If image file equals to null, then in that case we display icon. Otherwise, image file is not equals to null, it means the user has already picked the image from phone gallery, so we display that image using the circle avatar. Now the icon will be add a photo icon, and then the image we will display if we have the image. Then we add a sign up button, Now we check if is loading is true, and in that case it means the user has already clicked the sign up button, and we will display circular progress indicator with color white. Otherwise we will see the sign up button. So using the material button we will implement it. Shape will be round rectangle border, circular 12, child text, sign up button. Color for this material button will be white, height 55, minimum width double dot infinity, and the font size 20, color black. So now from the vendor dot, for now we are going to add a default page which will be sign up page. Let's install the app on the phone. This is our sign up page UI. Now if you see here, the sign up button is not visible because it depends on the is loading, and for now we have set the on press to null. So let's add it like this. Okay, add a click event. That is, install the app again on the phone, and you will see that. And of course you can type the password, the email, and all other information.